What up, my friends? It's T-Man, and I'm back with a new video, bro. And anyway, so I'm answering a comment in the comment section. You know who you are, the Nacho Plan. So yeah, I've been watching your video, and I saw your shorts as well. And I gotta say, I mean, you're really doing a good job in your shorts here. This guy right here helping you, and this is one of the reasons why you want a spotter. It's really good to have a spotter because, not just a spot. I mean, it's good to have a partner that you train with. And actually, if it was three of you, it would be even better. Three people are better. Trust me, three people are better. You guys, doing eccentric exercises, you need a lot of experience, and your experience doing these things again and again are going to take you further, really far. So your partner here, he's doing a really good job, man. That is really, really good. Like, I don't know if you could lift that on your own. You probably can't. That's why you have him there. So he's assisting you, and you're focused more on the eccentric part, which really is really, really, really good. Because the point of an eccentric overload, that type of exercise, means that you can't accomplish the lift for a full concentric. So him assisting you and you doing the eccentric, that is considered an eccentric overload. If you can't manage to bench that on your own and he's assisting you, then that is an eccentric overload exercise. And the guy seems to be doing a pretty good job, man. You're lucky to have somebody to help you there, trust me. It's not easy to find people that would like to lift with you.
Come on, come on, come on, come on!
I gotta say, this is a very good video, man. Shit, I should post this in my community section so people could see this. See, I've seen you commenting in my community section, and usually I check people's channels to see what they're doing on there. I didn't have a chance to see. I haven't seen your channel yet, so because I didn't know you. I know you posted there. This is the first time I've seen your channel, and then I noticed your shorts, and I'm like, damn, because as I was watching your video, you mentioned that you have these videos, and I was like, where's his videos? And you have them in shorts, which I guess, yeah, it's pretty good. So I would say that was really, really good. I should post that in my community section. You're looking pretty good. Your back is getting developed. You'll find that you'll become more developed over time. Takes a while. You got to be patient. You have to get weaker, and in an eccentric exercise, you actually get a little bit smaller, and then you get bigger. You get a little bit smaller, and then you get even bigger. That's the whole point. The drawback is you get a little bit smaller, but you get bigger all the time. A little bit smaller, and then by the end of the week you get bigger. You get a little bit smaller on the day that you get damaged, but then you get much bigger by the end of the week. So yeah, and of course you're a little bit weaker and kind of sore and whatever during that week, but you get the idea. So we saw this one. I know you're doing these pull-ups here. I don't know if this is in the video.
So nasty that it's probably somewhat of a trap.
That's pretty good, yeah. I've seen people jump up on the bar and just do the eccentric. Some people will jump up on it and then lower their body weight. But I see here you've got weights. So this is considered an eccentric overload. You trying to make it up, but you're not making it all the way. This is an eccentric overload exercise. Yeah, you're doing it properly. The people in the gym, they might not understand what you're doing here because they're so used to doing concentric exercises, they're gone completely.
She having me, then he told the people you can call me your majesty. Don't stick, yo, and it's not his fault you kick slow. Should've let your trick hold your sick glow.
Yeah,
nobody couldn't do nothing.
That is really good. You want to kind of like jump up and then lower your body weight. Jump up. The concentric part is not as important as the eccentric. See what I mean? You're still getting concentric because you're initiating with it, but it's the eccentric that you got to be focused on, the overload part. Yeah, this is really good. Let's see what else you have here. I don't know. Bicep. Again, you're lucky to find somebody to assist you here. This is really good, yeah. So you want to find a really heavy weight for the eccentric part. The concentric is not so important. This guy's helping you. So this is, yeah, okay. This is pretty good, yeah. I mean, I don't necessarily need a spotter because I use the cable machine. So I just overload the cable machine. And what I'm doing is I'm pulling it towards my body. I just pull it up and let the weight pull me down. I don't use these machines where my arms are like this, and I don't do that. But this is really good. Yeah, this is really good. These videos are great, man. Holy shit. Yeah. These are really good videos. Okay, I see somebody assisting you on each side here. I can barely see them, but I just noticed there's somebody there helping you, assisting. Okay. Pretty good, yeah, it's good.
I started black tucks as well.
These are really good videos, man. Damn. Okay.
Think you're special, you do. I can see it in your eyes.
Wow, that was okay. This is what I would consider a eccentric exercise. You could still call this an overload, but you're not really initiating with the concentric. You're just focused on eccentrics now. All right. That's pretty good too. That was pretty good. Let's do this again.
I can see it when you laugh at me, look down on me, and walk around on me. Just one more fight.
Yeah, that's really smart. Okay. See this. All right, that was really smart, man. Yeah, jumping up and then lowering. You're catching on. That's pretty good, man. Wow. That's pretty good. Yeah. Let's see what else. Okay, making gains. Let's see.
On the beat. I might swerve in that corner. Whoa.
All right, that's pretty good too, man. These videos are really good. These are really good videos.
See me get on that little pull-up stand that has the dip bar attached to it,
Yeah, I saw that.
and it has like where you could do like leg raises and shit. So get on that. I like to do that because it has a little step on the side where you can jump up.
You want to
without like
know why they have
fully
that
jumping
step
up.
there? Listen, you want to know why they have that step there? They made it for They made it for people that couldn't manage to get up there to the top, really. It's for people that may be shorter. But in fact, the good thing about it is that you can use it for eccentric exercises. People, I think some machines actually are geared for eccentric. If you look at them carefully, they have these like presses, like bench pressing, these machines that you can push. There's a pedal for your foot. You can push it out and then and it'll lower back. One gym I went to had one of these machines. It was incredible to use that. Again, I'm not one for just eccentrics. I'm good for eccentric overload training and just an overworking of that muscle, eccentric in a full concentric eccentric motion. But as far as just eccentric exercises, very rarely do I just do an eccentric exercise. You know what I mean? I'm not saying I don't do them. It's just very rare that I do them. I'm either going to do an overworking of that muscle using the exact same weights but a full upper body. That way, whatever. If I'm doing a full range of motion, I'm still going to get this damage because. Again, intensity, duration. Look at my community section I just posted. It tells you intensity, duration. When it comes to eccentric exercises, you need to understand what that means. People don't really understand eccentric exercise. They don't comprehend it. They just think, well, I got to go really, really, really heavy and I just have to do the eccentric and that's it. Not necessarily. You see what I mean? Not necessarily. Depends on the exercise you're doing, which one you need help on, which one you need somebody to help you on so you could eke out more eccentrics. It's all specific. It's all specific what you're doing there. Anyways, yeah, I'll show you my community section. I'll listen a little bit more to this video.
Like your arms are still attached, you're able to jump up. You guys will see it on my shorts. But
I did.
with that way, just warm up doing regular pull-ups, and then just go up and wait. Go up and wait, and just to a weight.
Yeah, hold on a second. I will show you in my community section. You'll understand this. I posted this a bit ago. So, I do not make hate videos, man. People are confused. They think I make hate videos. I make reaction videos, and they're usually informative videos, but people take it the wrong way. They think, it's a hate video. He's making hate videos. I never hate anybody. Fuck, I make videos on Blaha, but they're not hate videos. Man, I make reaction videos to Blaha. But anyways, okay, so I'm going to post this post section here. To significantly increase the risk of muscle damage from eccentric exercise, to significantly increase the risk of muscle damage from eccentric exercise, a high intensity with what relatively long duration is needed. So listen to what they say. Why are they saying that? See, here's the thing. You have to really understand that. If you're doing an eccentric overload exercise where you're initiating with the eccentric, but it's overloaded, it's too heavy to do for a full concentric, do you need to go for a very intense long duration? See what I mean? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Now, if you're doing a full range of motion with the eccentric, because the eccentric is light now, but the concentric is heavy, guess what? You really are going to need high intensity and duration in that exercise. That's why it works well in a full upper body, and it does not work well in a split routine. However, if you're doing a split routine, the difference is this. You can get this damage to come back easier if you in a eccentric overload exercise. I'm not talking about just doing eccentrics. I'm talking about eccentric overload. Listen, we have full range of motion, we have eccentric overload, right? And then we have eccentrics. So I'm talking about eccentric overload. So there you go. Anyways, let me finish this. So typically involving a heavy weight or resistance, a large number of repetitions. Think about it. Bench press. Why do you have to go really slow on the bench press eccentrically? Because you don't want to rip something apart, damage yourself completely. Like, you don't want to fuck yourself up. But when you're pulling weights, you can pull them really fast, relatively fast. See what I mean? See the difference? You can pull them really fast. Now, can you do the exercise really fast and still get damage doing a bench press, doing a full range of motion? Yes. But what is the difference there? Well, the high intensity with relatively long duration is needed. And that's the reason people fail in the gym, because even though they're doing a full range of motion, they'd still get this damage had they focused on intensity and duration. However, in eccentric overload exercise, you do not need that much intensity or duration, because shit, man, you're exceeding that by 2, 3, 4, 5 times the amount of weight you're doing than what you would have done in a full range of motion. You understand me? On the eccentric, because we're just focused on eccentric, the overload part. So sometimes you get this damage of doing 3 sets, sometimes 2 sets, 3 sets of 10 repetitions per set is sometimes enough per each muscle group to get this damage. You don't even need to do more than that. But if you're doing a full range of motion and that eccentric is light, you're going to have to go for duration and intensity. That's the difference. See what I mean? So like they say, typically involving heavy weight or resistance, a large number of repetitions. Well, yeah, large number would be between 8 and 12. You don't need to go more than that. You wouldn't be able to handle more than that on a man. Look, on a eccentric overload, you couldn't manage more than 8 to 12. Sometimes 8 is the max. Sometimes. Then it says here, and a slow controlled eccentric phase. A slow controlled. Not everything is slow controlled. I'm going relatively fast with shoulders, with my biceps, triceps. Particular exercises I'm doing, I'm moving very quickly. I'm moving very quickly if I'm doing eccentric bodybuilding, eccentric deadlifts. Let me see. Probably going slow when it comes to squatting. Overhead press could be fast, could be slow. Depends. I don't know. Bench press definitely is going to be slow. It's not going to be fast. If there's an eccentric overload there, you're not going to go fast. You need to really control it. Here's the thing. The heavier you go, the more you have to control the weight. See what I mean? So, but pulling motions, you can do them rapidly. You can move rapidly. It depends. Key factors influencing muscle damage from eccentric exercise. Well, key factors are... Let me see what it says here. Intensity. Using a weight that is close to or your maximum capacity during the eccentric phase is most likely to cause damage. Well, yeah, that's the idea. Velocity. This is very important. Slow eccentric contractions tend to generate more muscle damage than faster ones. You want to know when that happens? So if you're running down a hill, if you're running down a steep hill, of course there's a braking motion. It's instinctual. Your body's gonna make you brake going down that hill because you can't manage it. You understand me? It's gonna cause damage to the muscle fibers because of that velocity. The way you're moving fast. So it's gonna break so you don't get fucked up and fall on your head and smash your teeth. You get the idea? You're going too fast, you'll just fall. So it'll break and cause these damages in the muscle fibers. So the same thing with a very, very heavy weight. If it's extremely astronomically heavy, you're pulling something so heavy and you're doing it for the eccentric, well, definitely you're going to use control. So it's going to move slowly. You're going to move slow and controlled. And yes, it will cause damage because it's extremely heavy. It's pulling on all your muscle fibers. It's recruiting all of them. That's the difference. All right, volume. Let's go to volume. So those two are important. Intensity and velocity. Volume, performing, that's what makes runners faster. It's this velocity part. Volume, performing a high number of repetitions with a heavy weight significantly increases the risk of muscle damage. Yeah, performing a high number of repetitions with a heavy weight significantly increases. So you can still do a full range of motion, but you're going to have to do a high number of repetitions, and you're going to have to do a lot of sets, bro. Get it? See what I mean? There you go. And that's why they tell you here at the top up here, typically they say especially perform someone unaccustomed to this type. It's a large number of repetitions and slow controlled eccentric phase, especially when performed by someone unaccustomed to this type of training. If you're unaccustomed to this type of training, you definitely better move slow. You better control and move slow because you don't want to you don't want to permanently damage yourself. You just want to get some damage. Muscle groups. Certain muscle groups like the quadriceps are more susceptible to eccentric damage due to their large muscle mass and function. Training status. Untrained individuals are more likely to experience significant muscle damage from eccentric exercise. Not necessarily. Compared to trained individuals, not necessarily. Trained individuals can still experience this damage. Signals of muscle damage from eccentric exercise. Significant muscle soreness, DOMS, reduced range of motion, decreased muscle strength, swelling in the affected area, and elevated levels of muscle enzymes, creatine kinase in the blood. So do you need creatine? No, because your body's going to release it anyways. Important considerations. Progressive overload. To safely incorporate eccentric training, gradually increase the intensity and volume over time. Well, I'm not big on volume, but okay, yeah. You can incorporate that. I don't know. Over time to allow the muscles to adapt, yeah. Warm up and cool down. Warm up and cool down. Um, yeah, I don't do warm ups. Eccentric exercise can help minimize muscle damage. Okay, whatever. Listen to your body. If the experience excessive pain or discomfort, reduce the intensity, duration of your eccentric exercise. Yeah, you could do that. Listen to your body. You should listen to your body. Some people don't listen and then they just, whatever, mess themselves up. Anyway, you get the idea, man. So I just wanted to show you that part. I put that in there. Yeah. Uh, there was a Chandler, this guy Chandler that writes on my community section. He was talking about food, the diversity in food that you should eat, a wide variety of not just one type of part of an animal. You need to eat all parts of animals to get a diverse diversity in your diet. In other words, you need organs, heart, liver, this, that, all parts of the animal, because what you eat, that's what you become. Yeah, you are what you eat, and if you're not eating those parts, then you're not getting them. So I post, you could read that. It's community section. I don't know. So science considers the bench press and squat the key mass builders. Why are they the key mass builders out of the big four? Why are they the key mass builders? Because the weight is on your back, your legs are doing eccentric exercise, your legs are big, they're massive, and they're able to do a mostly eccentric. Deadlift doesn't focus on legs eccentrically. You're picking up the weight. You're picking up the weight. Your legs are not in an eccentric, a full eccentric squat. That's what makes it superior. And the weight is on your back, so you're getting a lot of this eccentric, like this gravitational pulling down, the weight being on your back, which is a mass builder. Again, anything that weighs you down gravitationally to this planet is going to make you expand. That's why deadlift is superior. And then the bench press is also pulling you down. It's pulling you down gravitationally, and you can manage heavier weight than you could for OHP. And as far as deadlift, like I said, the range of motion on deadlift is very short. That's why you see these people, they do like these sumo deadlifts. That range of motion is so short that's why it's so short that they're barely getting anything there. And then they're just showing off. And then you get bodybuilding deadlifts, we call them like straight-legged deadlifts, like you're pulling up and down from the front. But in bodybuilding, we don't just pick up the weight and drop it on the floor like power lifters, okay? We do the full range of motion, but whatever. Anyways, I want to go back to your video because I don't want to get all caught up here. And there's a section here, if you want to read it, it's about genetic evidence of human adaptations to a cooked diet. Yeah, an adaptation. That isn't evolution. Anyways, let's watch this video still.
Where, you can do for one rep or barely do for one rep. And then, so you just jump up with that weight and you just lower about 3-4 seconds. And then you just jump immediately up and then just keep going down. Do that for, I like to go a little higher, maybe 6 to 8 reps is fine. For about 3 sets at first, but eventually you have to start doing a little bit more sets. So that's what else? What else do we have? Now for quads, what I like to do, either on the leg press or a hack squat. If you have a hack squat, it's the best that you guys could do for eccentric overload. So what you do is hack squat. You're just gonna warm up with both legs. Just go up and wait a little bit. Go up to 2 plates and just get a good reps in. Then you're gonna do single leg hack squats.
The thing with the hack squat machine, it is really good for eccentrics because you could bend your knees all the way in. People don't know how to do hack squat. They don't know how to utilize the hack squat machine to its full benefit for an eccentric exercise. Let me show you this guy's channel because he's crazy. His name is Prophet Fear. I used to have problems with him, but I'll just use him for an example. He does some crazy exercises. Um, he doesn't like me or my channel, but whatever. I think it was this one here, the squat. Is he doing the Smith machine? Squat, flat squats. Let's see what he's doing. Okay, so he's doing like, this is, yeah, I would call this a full range of motion, the squat, yeah. You know, but what he's doing here is kind of weird. He's just kind of like bouncing there at the bottom. It's kind of, he's not really going up all the way. Like, at least partially go up and then back down again. But I don't know. He's sitting in his position. In the hack squat, you can bend your knees downward instead of them sticking outward like that. He had a better one. He does these weird exercises. Well, let me see if I can find it. I don't know. I don't know if I can find it. He does it where his knees go all the way in. I wanted to show you this. You could do this on a hack squat machine. Let me see. I don't know. I don't know where it is. Damn. Yeah, he had these crazy exercises. I don't know where they are right now. He would go all the way down, and then his knees would touch the ground. I don't know where that video is. Sorry, I can't find it. I'd have to look through all of it. Let me see. So this machine right here, right?
If your back isn't rounding.
So notice how he's just like, it's like he's just doing a squat. And in fact, you can use your toes. You can bend your toes up, put your feet a lot lower to the bottom, and use your toes and let your knees go down as if they're touching the base of this board here. That's really what you want to accomplish. See what I mean? That you're gonna get more of a stretch if your knees touch the base and you standing on your toes than being flat-footed here. So yeah, you want to elevate your heels, use your toes. You want to be all the way at the bottom of this thing here so that your knees can kind of drill inward. Instead of sticking outward, you want them pointing downward. That's the whole point. Yeah. Even on a press machine, a leg press machine, you can put your toes right at the base of it on the leg press where you're laying down and literally let the weight come down, and then you just press it upward so you get a better stretch there. You get more damage coming down, going up and down. Anyways, that's just one technique, one way. I'll go back to this video. Where were we? Playlist.
Hack squats. You have to drop the weight and then warm up with that. See what you can do for one rep on one leg on the hack squat. So if your max on one leg is a plate and a 25, a plate and a half, then that's what you would do. You're just gonna be on one leg, have your other leg like not on the platform but like under it. You're just gonna lower as slow as you can. That one is gonna get you fucking sore. You're just gonna lower. Once you have to hit the bottom. Once you hit the bottom, use your other leg to push your body up. You just keep doing that.
Yeah, I did a video on that, remember? You can do that. You can push up with both legs and go down with one leg. You can try that. You need to be very careful. You don't want to injure yourself. You could do that as well. They call that assisting. So you use like one arm to assist you for like your, I don't know, for your triceps, or lifting a weight up with both arms and then lowering it with one arm or whatever. Yes, people have done these. Do you really need to do that? Not necessarily. See what I mean? Not necessarily. What you need to do is just get as many damage micro tears in those muscles. So you have to overwork it with intensity and duration. That is the whole point. So do you really need to do that assisted? Not really. I got blinked out there. So like I said, do you really need to do that assisting? Not necessarily. You know what I mean? I would assisting means that you're like far ahead as a trained athlete, but you're too much in a hurry. A lot of people are too much in a hurry. Man, I got to do the heaviest weight. I got to assist and then, drop with one leg cuz I got to assist and that. No, man, you got to build yourself up. I built myself up. I'll explain this. Shit.
Take charge.
Hold on a second.
Hack squats.
I'll explain this. I had to build myself up first doing full ranges of motion in a full upper body exercise once a week. And I would stick to a 5 times 10 repetition for each and every muscle group. Every exercise, you name it in the gym that you could possibly imagine for every muscle group. Shoulders, front, back, side, lateral, this, that, whatever. You name it. I did them all. The chest, upper, middle, lower, bench pressing, fucking cables, more pressing, a whole bunch of stuff. 5 times 10, 5 times 10. The whole back area, front, back, this, that, close grip, you name it, bro. For lats. It was all over the place. So the more you do, the higher the intensity and duration, you'll get this damage. You can still eke out damage out of those exercises. Now, when you reach a level where you're plateaued now, like you just can't really seem to eke out anymore, then you shift into something more advanced called eccentric overload, right? Now, after you be doing these eccentric overloads, there are exercises where you can move another level where you're just doing eccentrics. But people like what you're doing and a lot of your exercises, it seems like you are in so much of a hurry. You do not have to be in a hurry. You understand me? It's something you have to develop over time. But like I said, each to their own. Experience will teach you that. It's not about I have to do just eccentrics because I have to get there. I have to be crowned the king. I have to get there. No, you don't have to get there. It's the journey, bro. Get it? It's the journey. But, like I said, it's something your experience will teach you that. You'll figure it out with time. You'll figure it out. You still haven't quite figured it out. You have an idea. You saw something, but it's not based on your experience. You didn't discover it on your own. You heard, you saw, you did this and that. And so you're doing these things, but it's not based on your discovery, your experience or discovery. See what I mean? I discovered it. I discovered what caused damage because I came into the gym one day and I started doing a full upper body workout, which I had never done before in the past. I would do splits and stuff. Occasionally I'd do these eccentric movements. I would get some damage here and there. But when I started doing full body workouts where it lasted for a couple of hours, the workout. And then I remember waking up and I was sore for days. And then I just said to myself, well, there was a buffet next to my home and I would just eat like crazy. I realized that the whole point was after the damaging sessions, those were the most important times to eat for hours. You got to eat a lot for those damaging sessions. So I would do an upper body, then eat for a couple of hours and keep eating throughout the day. And then the next day I would do my legs and then keep eating for hours and eating throughout the day. And that's what helped me build myself bigger and stronger. But like I said, it's experience, discovery. You'll figure it out eventually with the time. You got to give it time, dude.
You have to drop the weight and then warm up with that. See what you can do for 1 rep on one leg on the hack squat. So if your max on one leg is a plate and a 25, a plate and a half, then that's what you would do. You're just gonna be on one leg, have your other leg like not on the platform, but like under it. You're just gonna lower as slow as you can. That one is gonna get you fucking sore. You're just gonna lower. Once you have to hit the bottom. Once you hit the bottom, use your other leg to push your body up. You just keep doing that. I like to do high reps on that. 8 to 10, 8 to 12 reps. You do it for about 3 sets each.
Yeah, I would.
Triceps also.
I would say, yeah. You could do that. With eccentric overload, you can do less than what you would do in a full range of motion trying to get this damage to come back. You see what I mean? Yeah. There you go.
I guess I do triceps. It's hard to explain because I have a certain machine at my gym, but without the machine, just do push downs. You guys could do push downs, and same thing with the biceps. Okay, you do one arm. You need to have one arm on the top, and use the other arm to push your arm down, and you're gonna lower the weight up like you do a push down. You guys could do that. You guys could do the overhead one. Use your other arm to push the weight up and then lower with one arm.
You don't necessarily need that much variety in exercise. Like you have to go behind your head to do it. You don't have to do that. See what I mean? You can do it from the front and just assist with one arm sometimes. Let's say you're doing them really heavy, but you can only manage it for an eccentric, but not a full concentric. Well, eventually it'll start to give, and then you just assist with your left arm, pulling the right arm down, and then switching arms back and forth, assisting each arm doing it. It's just about doing multiple eccentric exercises. The more you do, the more you're able to get these micro tears in the muscle. That's all. It's just the focus is to get micro tears. That's it. That's it. In your exercise, you should be focused on trying to get these micro tears. That's it. This mind-muscle connection, a micro tear connection. Get it, bro? Yeah. You get it. It's not about I gotta shock the muscle. Shocking muscles are gonna damage them or make them grow magically. But damaging them, micro damaging them, yes, we'll activate the growth factors, and then let your body do the reconstructing. Get it? Let it build it. You do the damage and let your body do the building. It's really simple. And then you just feed it. You feed it and it does the building for you. That whole week, it'll do the building for you. But you get the idea. Anyways, I'll see you in the next one. Tell us what you think about that. Like, subscribe, support the channel. I'll see you next video. That was going way too long, man. Yeah, it's interesting. I'm going to watch the rest of your video. I can't do it because it's just going on forever. If somebody wants, they can come and check it out because they can see your name here. The Nacho Plan. See you in the next one, man.